Dealing with inventory in Diablo 4 can be a major nightmare. So I went through every single aspect that is common to all classes and listed the ones that are trash and how many of the ones that are not trash that you should keep in your inventory. But before we get into that, I wanted to give you a couple of general tips. Uniques are in a much better place than they were before, so now you're not going to use very many rare items. What this means is you don't really have to look at a lot of your items, and you can save yourself a lot of time. The single most important item that you always need to look at is your amulet. I'd also recommend always looking at your rings and your gloves. I also usually look at my chest piece and my pants until I find a nice defensive one, but now that we have Tybalt's Will, unless you really need the survivability, you're going to be using that. And it's the same case with the boots. Most people are going to be using Flicker Step unless they need a pair of boots for a specific reason. Looking at weapons is completely dependent on the build, but if you know your build uses unique items for certain slots, you can pretty much ignore those. All of this is highly dependent on your build and your class. If you run into inventory issues despite all of this, you can always make an alt and put items onto that alt character. However, for me personally, once I do that, I almost never see those items again. In order to easily clean out your bank, you're going to look at your item, you're going to type based off of what the aspect is. So this is aspect of might. So we're just going to do of might, and then you can go through and you can see which items have that aspect. And then you're going to eliminate any of them that are subpar. And you'll keep the number that I recommend in my guide. For your convenience, this is going to be available on my Discord at discord.gg/screamheart. I'll leave a link below the video and I'll put it in the resources channel of my Discord. We have over 10,000 members in the Discord, which means a lot of people that can help you out and a lot of people to group up with. Just to make this easy, I separated all of the aspects by how you obtain them. So some of them can come from the Codex, some of them are only dropped, and some are seasonal. Just to be clear, you can get drops even if they're in the Codex, and those drops can be better than the Codex. If you have any questions about this, visit me live in my Twitch stream. So let me show you how this is laid out. On the left, we've got the name. This is linked to the wiki so that you can see the specifics of the aspect if you need to. And this is what you're going to type in your storage in order to single them out. The second column is the number of aspects I'm recommending that you keep. And the number you're keeping here is dependent on this third column. So disobedience, for example, any build, you'd want to keep the 2 best ones. And that applies to all of these. Always keep the best ones. And just a little bonus tip. It might be confusing which ones are the best because two-handed weapons doubles the effectiveness of your aspects, and amulets increase the effectiveness by 50%. So if you want to see the specifics of the item, you can go to the occultist, go to the second tab, put the item in, and then look at the end result. That will show you an accurate number so that you can easily compare. So first off, we've got the aspects that are available to all classes. Like I said, disobedience, I'm recommending that you keep 2, and this works for any build. Intercom, I'm recommending 1, and this is for channeling skills. Aspect of might, I'm recommending 2, and this is for any build that can utilize a basic skill to get this to apply. Retribution is trash. Shared misery, I almost listed as trash, but it could be useful in very specific crowd control builds. Deflecting barrier is trash. For expectant, the most you're probably going to keep is 1. This isn't the best for core skills, and it also requires basic skills. Then we've got protector, this is trash. For umbral, keep 1, and this is for builds that have crowd control and also need to restore your resources. I tend to avoid this because it limits damage, but it's still very useful, especially in the early game. Edgemasters, I recommend keeping 2, but this is for resourceless builds. So that'd be for Stormclaw or things like that. Eluding aspect, you're going to keep 1 only if you don't have any unstoppable in your build. There have been occasional times where I didn't want to put an unstoppable in my build, so I had eluding. But especially in Season 2 with Metamorphosis and Flicker Step being dominant, I haven't used this at all. Ghostwalker, I recommend keeping 1. This is if you're using legendary boots. Most of the time you're going to be using Flicker Step, so this isn't super relevant, but it could be useful early, and it could be useful in an endgame build. Needle Flare, you're only going to keep if you're doing a Thorns build. Rapid, I recommend keeping 2. This is for basic heavy builds, especially Stormclaw. Smiting is trash, and Wind Striker is trash. Now these are the dropped aspects available to all classes. These are more important to hold on to because you don't have the Codex. I recommend keeping 2 Accelerating, and this is for core skill only. Crowded Sage is trash. Conceited, I recommend keeping 2, but this is for barriers only. Exploiters, I recommend 1, but that's just for PvP. It can occasionally be useful in PvE, but it's not super useful. Protecting, I recommend 1. Certain builds might prefer this, and it's quite nice in the early game. Smiting is trash, and Starlight is trash. Now these are seasonal aspects available to all classes. So aspect of elements, I recommend keeping 1, but this is only for hybrid damage builds. I have yet to have a build that I actually use this in. And then slaughter is trash. Now, if you're someone who doesn't play Druid, I haven't spent enough time on those classes to be able to lay out those aspects yet, but I'll add those in the future. So make sure you save this. But for now, any Druids in the video, I'm going to go through all of the Druid specific ones. So first off, we've got Druid Codex aspects. So Cyclonic Force, keep 1 if you have friends. This is only useful in groups. Mending Stone, you can keep 1 if you're doing Bulwark spam. That's going to be Nature's Fury. Quicksand, keep 1. This is if you don't have any crowd control and you need crowd control in an Earth build. Retaliation, I recommend keeping 2 if you're using any core skills. Obviously, the caveat here is that you have to have Fortify. Calm Breeze is trash. Changeling's Dead, I'd keep 1 if you're doing Poison Werebear combos. Rampaging Werebeast, I'd keep 2 if you're using Grizzly Rage. Tempest is trash, and Unsatiated is trash. Ursine Horror, you're going to want to keep 1 for any pulverized builds. The reason I say 1 here is because most of the time you're going to out-level your Ursine Horror, and it's going to have a really bad roll on it, and you're going to want to get 1 later anyways. But you want to make sure you have 1 just so you can turn your Pulverize into an Earth skill. Ballistic, you don't have to hold it all, because once you do the dungeon, you can get a maxed Codex here. Crashstone, I recommend keeping 1. I mostly use this in the early game, because in the end game, I tend to optimize around bossing, and damage to crowd-controlled enemies doesn't help with that. Mangled is trash. Night Howlers, you're only going to use if you have friends, or sometimes it can be a filler in the early game. Overcharge, same reason as the Ursine Horror, you're only going to keep 1 because you'll out-level the damage on it, but this is going to be used in lightning builds. Shepherd's Aspect, you're going to keep for core skills. Skinwalkers, I almost listed as trash, but this one technically, if you're using a shapeshifting build and you need a source of Fortify, could be used. Stormclaw's Aspect is going to be used for shred builds. Storm Shifters is the same as Ballistic, where you can get a max one from the Codex, so you don't need to hold on to these at all. And I'd keep 1 Vigorous if you're using any significant Werewolf uptime builds. Next up, we've got the Druid aspects that can only be dropped. So for balanced, this one's trash. Metamorphic Stone, I would keep 2 if you plan to do any actual boulder build. Natural Balance, I'd keep 2 if you're trying to do any type of like Storm, Earth, back and forth build. Alpha, I'd keep for companion builds, but even then, it's questionable. I should almost put a 0.5 on some of these. Blurred Beast, you're going to want to keep for any shred builds. Dark Howl is probably one I'd consider a 0.5, and this would be any Werewolf, Grizzly Rage builds. It's very specific. Stampede, you can keep for companion builds or core skill builds. Trampled Earth, I'd keep 2 of them if you're going to be doing Natural Balance and Symbiotic builds, specifically ones with an Earth focus. Wild Rage, I'd just keep 1 for companion builds. Assimilation is trash. Direwolves, I'd keep 2 of them, but it's for Werewolf Grizzly Rage builds, so very specific. Earthguard, you can keep 1 for a Bulwark spam and crowd control build, but this is not one I would use often at all. Lightning Dancers, this is Lightning Storm specific. Mighty Storms aspect, this is for Earth and Might plus Storm skills. I'd keep 1 Runeworker's Conduit, same reason as Overcharge. This is going to be out-leveled pretty quickly, so having a low-level one's not going to do you any good. And this is only if you use Storm skills. And I'll actually add one more thing to this. This is only if you're using the Electrocution Glue. Seismic Shift is a trash aspect. Storm Chasers, I'd keep 2 of them if you're doing Tornado builds. Symbiotic, I'd keep 2 if you're doing Nature's Fury builds. Shockwave, I'd keep 2 of them if you're doing a Pulverized build. Nature's Savagery, just keep 1 if you're doing Nature's Fury builds that happen to include a lot of shapeshifting. And finally, the Druid seasonal track aspects. Raw Might, you can use for Werebear skills. And Subterranean, you can use for Earth builds if you have Poison Creeper. That's all I've got for now, but make sure you save this and join our Discord so that you can get more information in the future. I'll try and keep this updated to whatever new stuff is added, as well as changes that are made to the current ones. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later! Hey, don't touch my aspect.